Happy New Year everyone, and welcome to this week's Homesure TV. Hi again, so as you can see we've got a new format this year and it best reflects what I'm trying to do with Homesure. Generally, letting and estate agents are hated throughout the UK. So I'm going to try and change this. In 2014 I'm going to try and make Homesure the most trusted letting agent in the whole of the country. This is quite a big goal, but it's one I'm confident of achieving, and I'm going to share with you guys how I'm going to do that as the weeks go on. So I've got lots of exciting plans and I'll share these in every episode from now on for the whole of 2014. I once heard somebody describing the new year as a book with 365 blank pages, and it's up to you to write that. So this year I'm hoping to make Homesure a bestseller at the end of the year, having something really good and inspiring in each of those pages, something we've achieved, not just for Homesure but for our clients and the lettings industry as a whole. So it's all about trust is going to be our main campaign within Homesure to try and change people's perception of the letting industry, and certainly of Homesure as well. I'm going to be opening the doors, and we're going to be sharing pretty much everything within Homesure. It's going to be the good points and the bad points. Going to be very transparent, so if that does mean sharing some mistakes, then so be it. But I want to start things off being totally honest. To change the perception of the lettings industry in the UK, I need to share the good and the bad points. So this is what we're going to be doing with some of these videos as well. So enough about this, we're going to move on to our landlord tip of the week to become stress-free. So this week's landlord tip is all about mindset, and I'm going to give you a term, taking a helicopter view. Now a helicopter view is a brilliant term. I've no idea who made it up, it certainly wasn't me, but it really applies to being a landlord. And what it means is taking a bigger, wider approach to being a landlord, not getting caught up in all the little day-to-day activities, but as if you're in a helicopter looking down on everything. It's just going to change your perception, change your mindset, the way you approach being a landlord. And taking a helicopter view is all about acting professionally and not emotionally. You're looking at things from a detached point of view, just like as if you were in a helicopter. You're not letting the little things drive you crazy. Yes, tenants let us down, yes, things go wrong out of our control, but we need to remember the bigger picture. So for example, if you've bought a property that you ultimately want to retire into, then this might be 20, 30 years in the future. And when we retire into that property in the future, we're not going to be worried about the tenant that didn't pay their rent for 1 month. We're not going to be worried about the leak because we do have a larger aim. And when you look back at it from that point of view, you're certainly not going to be frustrated or angry. So if you're not going to be angry and frustrated in the future, you certainly shouldn't be now. And the only way you can do that is to detach yourself from the situation and look at it from a helicopter point of view. So I personally feel it's important as a landlord to be stress-free, or as stress-free as you can be, and give you tips every week on how to find tenants, how to vet tenants and all these little operational type things. But I think more importantly it is about mindset and getting yourself prepared to be a landlord, being able to cope with it and actually having fun and being happy being a landlord. So that's been this week's tip. Always take a helicopter view, and on to the investment tip. So for this step we take a jump into the world of marketing. In business we don't expect to appeal to every single customer or the whole market. We try to tailor what we're offering to a very specific niche or segment of customers, and the same is true for being a landlord. So to do this we build what we call a customer avatar. This is our ideal customer, or in your case tenant, the type of person that you would like to rent your property. So we consider the following different things: age, family situation, income and work, transport links, nearby facilities, the location of the property, and whether it's furnished or unfurnished. So every time you're looking to invest in a property, you should build a customer avatar to see exactly what type of tenant you would like to live there and rent it for the long term. So you can use the customer avatar method to identify potential problems well in advance of buying the property. So for example, if you want to rent your property to a nice family and you've done your customer avatar, but that particular property doesn't have any supermarkets or schools or good transport links nearby, then you're going to have problems renting it. Likewise, if you're renting to students and there's no transport links or universities or educational establishments nearby, then you might have problems doing it. So the customer avatar method lets you identify potential problems straight away. So our Q&A this week isn't a specific question I've been asked, it's one that is asked to me probably 2 times a week whenever we get new landlords into the office, and it's this: how quickly would it take for you to rent a property? Now starting off, this is a really bad question to ask, and it's a bad frame of mind to start off from. The question shouldn't be how quickly can you rent my property. Any agent can rent properties very quickly. I'm sure most agents have tenants in their books that they could stick in straight away. Any landlord that comes into us, we could get any property let, because we've got books full of people that don't have deposits, they don't have any references, and are desperate to take anywhere. So we could stick these people in landlords' properties to try and impress them and get properties let within a few days. But like I say, this is the wrong question. What we should be asking is, can I get good quality tenants for them? And this is really the viewpoint that you want to start off from. We don't want to be an agent that sticks tenants in properties to impress landlords. We want to impress landlords by the quality tenants we get. So we'd say, anytime you think about asking that question, try and reframe it in your mind and think about how long would the agent take to get good quality tenants in place. And I hope this helps. So that's us for the first episode of 2014. I'll see you all next week for some great advice and tips. Meanwhile, please pop onto our Facebook page for some more cool stuff and some free giveaways. Always do a weekly competition on there to get some free stuff. So please like our page, simply search for Homesure on Facebook and we'll come up. See you all next week and take care.